Okay. Let's see. Are there any NPCs in here that we need to talk to? Unless Vorix is something you can talk to. I really wish we could actually keep working on, like, hooking up Pineapple and Miss Ham. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go.
There we go. Are you feeling better, V?
A bit. I have a new plan for joining R.I.F.T. I just have to wait until the Zagothians develop interdimensional technology and learn how to open portals. Then I can apply again. How many centuries does it usually take to develop that kind of tech?
Wait. How many centuries is a Zagothian's lifespan? Never mind. I think we can find a way of them letting you apply again. Hopefully, in less than a century. But I haven't figured out how yet.
Did R.I.F.T. also make it difficult for you to join Zahra?
Not really. But my parents did. They complained about this unknown organization, and me spending my teen years in a boarding school, and the dangers of a job like this. But I knew the truth. They didn't like the idea of me joining an organization like R.I.F.T. When they were younger and moved into the country, they had some problems with the police. They never talked much about it, but I knew.
How did you convince them?
At first, I was just angry. There was a lot of shouting, and it wasn't nice. The 15-year-old can be really rude to her parents. But after many arguments, we ended up just sitting down and talking about it. They didn't like me leaving, but they accepted it.
That's it. I'll just go to talk to the R.I.F.T. director myself and convince her that I should be an agent.
What? I don't think that'll be easy.
Until we realize she really likes tentacles.
Ew.
I mean, she's the one that goes to nightclubs.
Oh no.
Good afternoon, Miss Director General.
Huh? Who are you?
That's my name. I'm from Zugoth. I applied to join the R.I.F.T. Academy, and, you rejected me.
Yes, I remember that. I thought I had made myself clear about your friend, Sinclair. Could you just listen to him, please? He has something he wants to tell you.
I know you're busy, ma'am. It'll be just a minute. I've only seen a fraction of all of the different Earths R.I.F.T. agents visit. I'd never even talked to anyone without tentacles and fewer than 10 eyes before. But I want to meet more. It's not just that, you see. When I accidentally crossed that portal, people in the place where I appeared were really scared. And I was scared too. I don't want people to be scared. I want them to feel safe in those situations. I want to inspire them, but I can only do this if I'm with R.I.F.T. That's it. Thank you, for your time.
Well, thanks for listening, Director. We'll get going now. Wait, Sinclair. Yes? I want you to understand something. My job isn't easy. I've got to keep all of this going smoothly, while getting reports of trouble every hour, and listening to everyone's opinions. The problem isn't that the smallest mistake will have the director's board— Oh, no, that is right. Isn't that the smallest mistake will have the director's board kick me out in microseconds. The problem is people would perish. I understand that, ma'am. I can't afford to make mistakes. So when hiring by recommendation instead of the traditional process, I can only accept the best. Long after I'm gone, R.I.F.T. will still remember the agents that I selected. Sterling, Wiseheart, Pineapple, Sinclair. Do you understand? I think I do. It's not as simple as I thought, so I guess that means there's no chance for Vorix? People have tried to burn me. They called me a witch. I was never more afraid in my life. If it wasn't for R.I.F.T., I wouldn't. If it wasn't for R.I.F.T. The Zagothian is right about one thing. He understands the purpose of R.I.F.T. His heart is in the right place. If he doesn't forget where he comes from, he'll be a good agent yet. I'll reconsider his application. Dismiss, Sinclair. Yes, ma'am.
And he still gets rejected because he tried to eat, I don't know, Dash. No. I know. Just wouldn't that be the saddest?
Mm-hmm.
Director, tell the board let me reapply. Do you think this time, come see me later.
I do really like these little, like, side character plotline situations. I wish there were more. We might have also missed some. But I don't know. Nope. I guess...
Do you think it's implied that Zahra came from R.I.F.T?
Probably, yeah.
If they were mentioning trouble with the police and... Yeah.
Oh.
What's up, Sinclair? I heard you've been making some progress regarding the raid. Something about dimensional goo?
Yes. It's a strange grew. I was thinking of grow, probably. It's a strange goo that reacts to dimensional portals. Dr. Sam Squatch thinks it might be what Suspect X uses to open portals.
Sam and his dimensional stuff, am I right? You ask me, it's dangerous to mess with all that. Sam's tech that different from Subject X's.
I hadn't really looked at it that way. Is there anyone at Rift who knows as much about dimensions and tech as Sam?
It's probably nothing, just a thought. I should go back to lifting.
See, look at that face. And she has nothing more to say about the goo? That was the planet she was studying.
We might be able to show it to her.
Oh, that's true.
We'll go show her the goo. We don't have any other interesting clues. Yeah, it's mostly just goo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we can't show it to her. We were only... Oh, a type of goo that reacts to dimensional instruments. Dr. Squatch is an expert on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so nothing interesting, unfortunately.
Yeah,
well,
hers.
oh well. Let's see. So we did Goo Grotto.
So the Sphere Station. I see the abandoned Sphere lab ahead. It looks ominous. Do we know what we're researching?
Among other things, it's where the Sphere has synthesized healing goo, but we lost the formula when the lab was attacked.
Oh no! Without healing goo, I won't be able to heal myself during missions anymore?
Don't worry, we have enough stored for several weeks, but if we can't synthesize any more, it'll become a problem.
I'll try to find the formula then. Anything else we need to know about the lab? Why did Rift abandon it?
The scientists who had escaped report having seen some giant goo monster. A giant goblin, maybe?
It might be related to the mutated creatures and dimensional anomalies in the swamp and caves.
That's what I think, yes. So it's likely that there's some clue about Suspect X here.
All right. I'll try to find the formula then.
Let's see. So she joined a... Oh. We're going to the... Which direction did we go? Both are valid. Okay, going to left then. So she joined a paramilitary organization at 15. Child soldier much? She went to boarding school. So slightly different. If only slightly. Nothing else over here.
Okay, so that was just to get the crystal. Yeah, so back to the Mass Effect story, I suppose.
Okay, so Jovik's a jerk, and we were trying to hook up Garrison Tally. Did Sphere research something secret in here?
By the looks of it, yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah, so we weren't romancing anyone, because we had no interest in anyone else.
Yeah.
It was just, and it would be awkward.
Oh.
Whoa, the floor is really slippery. So you just have to be careful with your timing.
Yep.
Let's see what's down here.
Let's see. And so... Oh.
Whoa! I suppose you better get running. Ah! And he's like, Zahra, what's going on? Giant deadly goo monster! Ooh, found a crystal. Suppose he took the right path. Yeah, so there was a DLC
Yeah, the
that
Citadel DLC.
And it allows you to have a party with all of your, your party members before the final mission. Where, I suppose, spoilers, Shepard dies. And in any case, you have a tryst with someone, and we thought we weren't going to be with anyone. All the other characters seemed to be a little smitten with each other, and we hadn't romanced anyone. So we were like, yeah, nothing's going to happen to us, right? Let's see what's down here. And I don't know if there's a way to avoid this, actually, and I don't know if it happens to male Shepard too.
Yes.
We were playing... Oh, really?
Javik does not discriminate between Shepards.
Okay, so we were playing female Shep, and so the cutscene, like, just shows you getting up out of bed, and I'm like, wait a minute, we didn't assent to this. What happened? And, you know, up from the covers on the other side is Javik. Javik, of all the characters. And I'm like, wait, did we bring him on too many missions? Did we somehow say something right to him?
But, like, we never brought Javik anywhere.
No, I know, because we didn't really like him. So, and Shepard essentially says something along the lines of, you know, we'll never speak of this again, or, you know, what happened, or I had one too many drinks last night, and whatever. And it's just like, but, no. Like, there should be the option to say no to something like that.
Yeah, because it was either him or
There were a couple characters that you had to have been consistently romancing them throughout the games.
Yeah, the only
there was some dude. Like,
yeah,
some
it was
random
the
dude.
human they added in Mass Effect 3. If you got all of your other humans killed, he was the new, like, surrogate companion human. He was the other one.
But he ended up probably pairing with Amanda, or whatever her name was, Ashley. Sorry.
You goober. She grabbed on top of this. Or she grabbed on top of the elevator the last second and died. Maybe I was trying to get a portal, but still. Okay. But yeah, so you could either end up with Javik or this other guy. But if you had the DLC for Javik, you'd always end up with Javik if you had no one else. And Shell was, understandably, kind of pissed off about this.
I was livid.
I thought it was really funny.
It was funny, but it was horrifying.
Oh, this is a bad time to have an itchy brow. I think I got all of the crystals from this section.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying it was horrifying because, like...
I do wish he had taken his armor off, though. There's
Oh, yeah,
something
didn't
mildly insulting about that. There's no Javik in casual clothing, so...
Oh, he was in, like, full plate armor or something. Weird. Eh.
Yeah, so he was just in his full spacesuit in bed.
This area seems safe. Let's see what's around. But yeah, I do not like it when games force that on you. It's a game about choice. Make it about choice. Do you have to push that
I
block,
see.
or...?
I think I see how I'm supposed to do this.
There you go.
There we go. But yeah, I agree. It was kind of awkward not having a choice in that. I guess I am easily amused by gimmick non-relationships. Oh, you can actually grab the edge of these blocks. Oh, my giant goo platform. Take me places.
No hint of the healing goo formula around. I'll keep searching. Oh no! Another giant deadly goo wall? Ah!
Oh.
Was that a crystal up
Yeah,
there?
there's one up. There's one up above. Yeah.
Oh, it's just another goo thing, too.
There's no crystal up here. Or
There's
a
one
crystal
there.
up here. Okay. I was wondering about that. There's a lot of crystals on this level.
And they're all pretty much along a timed track.
A lot of them are, yeah.
Because it's possible there could have been some low and some high, and...
Nope, not gonna make
Whoa,
it. Yeah, the angling on this, I really wish I had more control. Like, when I dash to, or, like, grab on one of those, if it actually just let me change my angle. Because it's, kind of obnoxious not having that ability.
Now, how do we get to talking about the Mass Effect Javik story? Was it about weird romances in games?
Maybe? I think we were talking about visual novels and character personalities and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, this game has really charming characters. The gameplay is decent, but not like, you know... I need to do a second playthrough of this game.
I really want to play more detective games. I suppose it's because I grew up with Myst and Nancy Drew and Detective Barbie. All those things. Oh, you're just gonna run into it? I
Well,
just like exploring worlds and finding odds and ends and listening to people's dilemmas and trying to help piece everything together. Because for me, combat's always secondary to story.
gameplay is pretty important to me.
Gameplay is
honestly.
very, very important, but I have to like the world and have a vested interest in wanting to help the characters and defeat the villain and such. I suppose it's because when I was young, I always viewed them as interactive narratives as opposed to just challenges, I suppose. Because in a way, many of the old games were built on challenge as opposed to story. Oh.
It's not easy.
People are saying, love to see Wander and Shell play Exile. Exile as in Myst Exile?
Or Path of Exile.
Path of Exile. Because I actually have a full playthrough of Myst Exile on my channel. I actually have a whole playthrough of all of the Myst games on my channel. But that's solo stuff with just me. It was an opportunity to play them all again after about 10 years.
Yeah, someday I'll
played
play
them when
through
I
the
was a young
Myst
kid.
games myself. Oh, there's straight up just a laser down there. I was wondering about that. Yeah, someday I'll do the Myst games myself.
But will you record them and everything?
Yeah.
Because then I'll just be like hovering over your shoulder and like,
I'm going to
"Myst!"
exile you to the bedroom or not even
Myst.
tell you.
I am such a massive Myst fangirl, and I made a maintainer suit. The maintainer suit from Myst Uru it's essentially a suit of armor with a lot of embroidered leathered components and LED lights and everything. So I made my own linking books. I had a Myst themed birthday party when I was in high school where I made linking books for all my friends, and we learned how to write our names in Denis, and I showed them my favorite cutscenes from the games because I had like made specific saves on our old computer just to bring them up to show them my favorite parts. And we did the... I suppose most of my old birthday parties had like the whole arts and craftsy things that you would have with many of them. We had made the spirit claws from Myst 4 Revelation, where you had an elemental being that would take you on as a spirit guide into the dream realm. So there was water, air, and fire. Those were the three. So my friends got to choose which element they liked most, and we made these. You're supposed to put your hand on a piece of like fabric, and so we painted our hands and then pasted our handprints down on this fabric that I had prepared, and then we added all the proper writing and patterns, and then people would put in the color in like a neon line, like neon paint. It's supposed to, like, the lines where your hand has its natural, you know, like the palm lines, right? Aw.
Yeah,
the
I gotta
palm
get up
lines
there, but it's
glow.
tough. I gotta get
So we
every
had
cube.
We had the glowing. We had the glowing paint there.
Hope people don't mind me trying to do this. Probably frustrating seeing me do things over and over and over again. Then again, that's been kind of this entire series. Or parts of it.
Yeah. And I got when Myst had its Kickstarter to release all the games on DVD and also have new keys for them, because Ubisoft hadn't released new versions. Well, versions compatible with modern systems and such, or in digital form for Exile and Revelation. You actually had to acquire the discs for those. My father obviously had all the discs. But so I backed that, and I suppose my parents already have the boxes and such, and it was kind of sad. I had informed my dad that I was getting these, and then they happened to arrive just around Christmas. So he's like, "Wow, are these for me?" And I'm like, "That's my like limited edition licking book stuff and whatnot." I had gotten him the Blu-ray version of Forbidden Planet because our VHS of Forbidden Planet was dying, and that's one of my favorite sci-fi films from the 50s. But I've already said that several times in our Let's Plays. So sorry about having you rambling all this time. But yeah, so I absolutely love Myst. Read all the books, played all the games. I actually found a very rare book at our half-price bookstore nearby. It's the From Myst to Riven. Ooh. And I was gonna voice her, but then I was too late. And From Myst to Riven was a booklet that includes a lot of concept art and such about, you know, after the success of the first game, how the Miller brothers and crew went about making Riven. Skip? I think I found it. This logbook is written in some kind of code, but it has a bunch of formulas and sciencey stuff. If the formula is here, why do you think they didn't store it in the HQ computers as well? Why keep it a secret? Skip? Do you read me? I've lost contact with HQ. I'm going to have to leave the building to blink back into the Extraverse.
Okay. Round 3.
Not again! Oh no. Ah.
Yeah, I just pulled it at the wrong time and it just knocks you right back out. It's rough. What?
Were you just choosing the top one to...
The top one almost always has the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a little tired here, so my, like...
Your reflexes are starting to...
I'm actually
dull.
crossing the some of the mechanics.
Ooh, yep, there's your crystal.
But yeah, I forgot which button was dodge and which button was bash. Again.
Yep, there's crystal. Ooh, you're 2 away from getting it perfect. Yeah, why do they have all these goo balls in the way? Oh, it's to make a big enough goo to jump up. Ah!
Yep. Luckily, once...
Oh, no, no, no.
Yep. Those laser
Do you keep
balls
the
are death.
crystals?
Yeah, I keep all crystals that I find. So, that's part of the reason why I've been doing this over and over and over again. Because I'm experimenting with different routes. Unfortunately, it plays catch-up. Like, it's one of those semi-frustrating things. Where no
where
matter
you
how
can't
fast
gain
you
too
go,
much.
it catches up anyway. I've already done this section.
Yep.
So I don't need to worry about that. Here's where we are. Nice part is, there's actually not a whole lot of... There's not actually a whole
Ah, you
lot
got it.
of...
100%.
Yep.
Oh, that would have been embarrassing if you died because
Has
that door
happened.
didn't open.
Yeah,
Wait,
we're fine. We completed the level.
but it hit you on the way out.
Yep, smacked me right in the tuchus. I want to get that double jump, but I'm probably not going to get it. We do get Skyward Strike, though, which is kind of nice. Eat me? Zzz? Are you there?
Skip! Finally! I managed to escape from that horrifying goo.
Zahra, you okay? I was worried.
I'm alright. I think I found a logbook with the formula for the healing goo. I'll bring it back to Rift and see what it says. I was wondering why the formula would be kept in a book here in Gootopia, instead of having it in the HQ databases.
I'm not sure, but Rift has secrecy policies for Sphere's discoveries. It might be a security measure to keep them safe.
That's a recipe to get them lost forever, though. I don't know if I like that, but I'll bring it back to Rift and see if we can figure out what it says. I like how we're both just sort of jazzing to the music or jamming. That's the proper...
Yeah, jamming along. An encoded logbook for a Sphere lab. You need to get the right key to decode it. Oh.
Oh, but where did Dr. Freya go? I don't see her around.
The book you found in the Sphere lab is coded, eh? A director should be able to read it.
A director.
Okay, so you can't give her anything.
So does that mean you're gonna have to go to the other director?
Mm-hmm.
Well, wait. He's the assistant director.
An encoded Rift logbook, right? And you want me to give you access to the code, Zahra?
I found it on the Suspect X investigation, sir. I mean, Dash. I think I might have some useful info.
I see. Where did you find it? Why do you think it's important?
Skip mentioned that the formula for healing goo had been left behind in the lab where I found this logbook.
Ah, healing goo,
Everything all right, Dash, sir?
Oh, sorry, I was lost in thought. Healing goo has saved the life of many Rift agents. Of course, let me send the key to your datacom.
Then he makes off with it. Great. Now I have full access to the logbook. Let's see what it says. Aha! These formulas seem to be for the healing goo. Mission complete. But there's more. About experiments done with goo to turn it into weapons. Living weapons? According to this, someone from Rift actually created the hostile goo life forms. This is serious stuff. I need to keep the logbook safe. It's important evidence.
if we had shown it to her. Oh.
Oh, but...
Here it is. Sterling's in charge of that. So it's not that she would have...
Mm-hmm. She would have handed it off. But where's Fela then?
Dunno.
Zahra, I just got the letter. I've been accepted at the Rift Academy. We did it.
No. You did it. Congratulations, V. You've definitely earned it.
I'm so happy. I can't wait to start.
After hearing you at the director's office, I'm sure you'll be an excellent agent.
I'm really looking forward to it, but you still get days off to go back home, right?
Of course. Every now and then.
I'd hate to not be able to go home and have my Nana's spaghetti with meat sauce.
So that's definitely human meat sauce, yeah. Congrats again, V. I'll go tell Dash the good news.
Thank you very much, Zahra. You're the best agent ever.
It'd be great if that actually, like, changes the ending and he, like, shows up to help.
Mm-hmm.
So if she's wearing a leotard, why does she have a belt buckle?
Oh?
Why not?
Yeah, he's still in
He
there.
has nothing to say. I don't think we've got any other side quests we should worry about. I mean, Freya's gone poof.
Yeah, is anyone concerned about that?
Maybe everybody's in cahoots except for Sinclair, and for some reason they're all hiding it from her.
Your timing is perfect, Sinclair. I just received word that the main sphere lab in Gootopia is currently under attack. What? The lab was mostly empty thanks to the attack plans you and Sprout found, but a few were still taken hostage by one of our own. One of our own? I actually noticed that someone wasn't around anymore. But it's impossible. Freya? I'm afraid Dr. Granalva's the one, yes. She has created goo bioweapons and has struck against R.I.F.T. I trusted her, Commissioner. She's actually been helpful with the investigation. She took hostages? I don't know her motives, but she has to be stopped. Sinclair, can you do it? Yes, Commissioner. You can count on me.